critical reflection throughout my engagement with this subject. My understanding of literacy and numeracy has shifted profoundly at the beginning. I saw literacy and numeracy as a separate foundational skills. However, through the readings, lecture, practical, and multimodal content, I have developed a deeper understandings of how literacy and numeracy are interconnected, embedded cultural inquiry drivings, and embedded across the early childhood curriculum. So, five significant and interconnected key learnings have shaped my professional growth. So, key learnings one is literacy and numeracy are multimodals and embedded in everyday experience. My first major learnings was recognizing that literacy and numeracy are not isolated competencies but multimodal meaning making systems woven through the children's daily interactions. According to Fellow and Oakley, emphasize that literacy includes listening, speaking, viewing, representing, and writing across the meaningful context, while Connors similarly highlight that numeracy is visible through the patterns, measurement, shape, and comparison. Through the subject content, particularly the visual and media arts lecture, I realized how children naturally use the vocabulary such as smooth, curved, thick, light, big, and small, while creating the art which simultaneously strengthen their numeracy and language. Understanding the literacy and numeracy as a naturally embedded reframe the way I now observe, interact with, and plan for young children. And this key learnings directly linked to my second key learnings as well. So, second key learnings is inquiry-based learning, drive critical thinking, and deep consensual understanding. The has inquiry content taught me that inquiry based learning is not an activity but a way of thinking that encourages children to explore what they wonder about and ask questions, investigate materials, gather information, and share meaning making. Share meaning. Sorry. In our service, inquiry was modeled through the provocations such as map, indigenous artwork, and real-world problems, showing how inquiry develops hypothesis formations, predictions, perspective taking, and evaluation core components of literacy and numeracy. So this is strongly supported by the UILF, which identified dispositions for learning such as curiosity, problem solving, confidence as central to outcomes 4. So I realized that inquiry is what transforms literacy and numeracy from mechanical skill into authentic social and cultural practices. This learning strengthened my awareness of role as a co-researcher. So my third key learnings is the teacher's role is intentional, responsive, and co-constructive. My third key learnings was understanding how intentionality and responsiveness define effective literacy and numeracy teaching. The readings emphasize that teachers must model vocabulary, scaffold children's thinking, and extend their learnings through the substantial thinking. So, the drama and puppetry module highlighted the importance of dialogue, role play, sequencing, and storytelling in developing symbolic thinking, expressive language. In the music and movement, I learned how clapping rhythms, counting beats, and repeating patterns support phonic awareness and mathematical reasoning. So this subject helped me see that teacher must listen deeply to the children's questions, interplay at the developmentally appropriate moment, and introduce a rich vocabulary such as predict, compare, measure, pattern, investigate. And then these interactions create a foundation for inquiry, connecting directly to my fourth learning as well. So my fourth learning is literacy and numeracy must be taught through the equitable, culturally responsive pedagogy. So another profound learning was the importance of equity, diversity, and cultural responsiveness in literacy and numeracy education. So according to Clark, remind me of the importance of affirming children's home language and creating environment where multilingual children can use and value their linguistic identities. This subject emphasizes that Aboriginal and territorial Islander knowledge must be embedded in authentically across the curriculum areas, not token activities, but as an integral understanding countries, communities, and relationships. So this depend understanding that Literacy and numeracy are cultural practices. Visual arts, dance, storytelling, mapping, and music all hold cultural meaning, and children bring their own forms of knowledge to this experience. This experience learning connect strongly to the integrated curriculum, which is my final key learnings as well. So my final key learnings is interdisciplinary curriculum enhances literacy and numeracy, creativity, and well-being. So my final key learnings was realizing how literacy and numeracy flourish. So the interdisciplinary play-based curriculum, the science and engineering module demonstrate how investigating animals, habitat, water, motions, or weather naturally requires children to observe, measure, compare, record, and predict. Some visual arts and develop creativity, vocabulary, and mathematical concepts such as shape, line, pattern, and drama support, sequencing, narrative structures, and symbolic thinking. So music and dance promote rhythm, counting, directionality, and spatial awareness. Across all the models, the core message was clear: children learn best when learning work together. This subject helped me understand how to design meaningful integrated experience that are not just literacy and numeracy, but also children's identity, well-being, creativity, and connection to their world. As a conclusion, engaging deeply with this subject has significantly shaped my professional identity. My 5 key learnings: multimodal meaning making, inquiry driving learning, intentional teaching, cultural responsiveness, and interdisciplinary curriculums are interconnected and essential for high quality pedagogy. So this subject has expanded my confidence, strengthened my reflective practices, and deepened my understanding of what it means to support young children as a capable, curious, and creative learners. So thank you so much.